Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of me, ya boy, Aces 380, on another episode of the JFS. So, today we are gonna start off by looking at what's behind this tree. Look, it's a finished community building. I finished it since last episode. It was only a couple hours of extra work. Here we have it, and I'm really liking how it's looking. I got some positive feedback, so I'm pretty sure everyone is gonna enjoy this building. Here and there are a couple things that could be better. However, I think it should be fine. So this building has a lot of different entrances that are now done. We'll start by going in here and starting a little bit of a tour on here. This is just a community area where you can hang out before an event. And over here is a community talking area where you can sit and you can listen to someone that's talking, and you can like see like some very nice background and stuff. You know, it's very open. And when you're done with it, you can just be like, haha, that was me, and now I'm gonna be gone. See ya. That's not what we're gonna do now, but that's something people could do. Would you look at that? Such a beautiful sunset. So over here we have the lighthouse. This is the biggest part that isn't finished yet, but it's finished enough for now. You just have a ladder going to the top, and over here you can like walk around and see all the builds people have been done. And that people boo English. So yeah, you can see a bunch of buildings like Dan's building or Weather's build or other cool stuff if you have higher render distance. But I'm just keeping it low to make sure that video frame rate is fine, I guess. So let's go down here. Here we have a bit of a storage space if people want to store anything. If you want any of these items, you can come grab some. I want to add like cocoa beans and vines and other saplings in there, so if people need anything they can come here, take a copy and farm it for themselves. These are just repair materials. Actually, I guess I can do this. Just some repair materials. If the build gets blown up somewhere, you should be able to find what you need in here, or at least most of the stuff. A message board for people. Right, this was Joda. I don't know who this is. I'm gonna go with Shoston. I'm gonna go with Amir. I'm gonna go with Naxer. I'm gonna go with myself. I don't know who wrote this. I'm gonna go with Naxer and I'm gonna go with Muck. There you go. So, alright, I made myself a little bit of an office, because I designed this building, and why would I not make an office for myself in the building? If someone wants it, you know, you can show me some of that hard cash, and you know, I might sell it. Who knows? Yeah, this is a map. Wow, big deal. Cool map, actually. Spawn looks pretty nice from here. What's this? Oh, that's Shoston's thing. Alright. Here's a bit of a maintenance area. Nothing special here. There might be something behind this painting. You'll have to check out for yourself. Ha ha ha. Oh, by the way, here's the actual like main entrance, I guess. Over here would be the office of the mayor, which is bigger, and he has a big share. Or she can have a big share. He, she, you know, who knows. Z, who knows. Even included a trash can. Ooh, maybe you can hire Naxer to sit in here. Haha. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's a great guy. He makes some cool stuff on the server, especially the coastal bits. Hey, would you look at that? A courtroom. Almost forgot to talk about it. So if people want to have a thing, they can be like, how does this work? Order, order everyone. Shut up. This person is guilty. And then everyone can be like, yes. And then someone can walk in like, no. Objection. He isn't guilty. This here is the criminal. Or something like that. Who knows? Anyway. I'm gonna go over to... Oh, right. The ship here. You can access this by doing this. If you want to be fancy. This is just another storage room. For if someone wants to start a spawn beautification project. To make spawn look better, because at the moment it's not looking too great. You know, it's looking a bit meh. Anyway, let me start off by doing the next thing. Which means I'm not starting off because I'm doing the next thing. I would like to give something a try. Special... Hold on. Special breasts, special brews, blank build. Blank rhymes with moog. Okay. So I'm gonna give this a pronunciation try. So I'm gonna guess the regular K for the C. I'm gonna go with... I'm not gonna go with the English R. I'm gonna go with the R. R. I'm gonna go with, not with an A, I'm gonna go with an A. And then I'm gonna do an N and an oog. So I'm gonna go with Kranoog. Kranoog? Or maybe it's like Kranoog. Definitely not gonna be Sranoog, because that sounds dumb. I'm gonna go with Kranoog. I don't know how, like, Irish Gaelic stuff works. But no, he has a nice little build over here. With some dead plants. Why do you have dead plants? Why not, like, living plants? I'm gonna be using your bed for now because that looks like a big bed. That's probably his. So I'm just gonna sleep in here. Alright, there are people on the server, so I can't turn it into daytime. So I noticed a little bit of a something, which is that I need to kill these phantoms. Why did they add them into the game? Oh wait, what's wrong with this bow? Oh, I don't have arrows. That would make sense why it's not working. So, so while I was, not even while I was in England, but anyway, Special Brew left me a little bit of a prank on my statue, which I didn't even notice the signs initially, so we're gonna read the signs now. So the prank was that he placed some slime blocks up there at the face of the motherland, and like when I first saw it, I was like, someone's just trying to mess with me a little bit, so I just like removed them without thinking about them, and just like without even like recording it, just removing them without thinking about it, you know. But apparently he left damn it. He left a sign, which I did notice the sign, and I was like, well, hey, what's the sign related to? But now I saw the video, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I really don't know how I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So let's read this. She appears to have a cold. Could do with a tissue. Special Brew. Also, her nose has moved on her face. Perspective is hard. Yeah. So he didn't really place the slime blocks by the nose of the build. I think he just placed it on like the left eye and like the left cheek of the build. Maybe if it was coming out of the actual nose, I would have noticed it. So while we're here, how long have I been recording for? Haha! 10 minutes and 30 seconds. So, this area over here would technically be spawn. So, according to this sign, this is original spawn, which has the coordinates of 150, 150. Now, I haven't noticed anyone that has suggested anything to do with this region. Besides me, so I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the plans I have for this area. And if someone on the server is watching this that would like to add on or something like that. I mean, I have talked to a couple people on the server and they did give me a couple of ideas. So let me start by saying that I want to remove these hills over here, because I don't like them. They are sort of in the way and they don't serve any purpose. This one here and this one here. And no one is gonna build anything on or in these, and it would just make the area like more open when it's like, I mean, it would literally be more open without these hills here. Next thing to do on the terraforming list would be to fix this big hole over here. Just make that just add in some dirt and add in some stone. Of course, you know, make this dirt so you don't fall into the water and stuff like that. So that's pretty easy on the terraforming side. Not too much to be done. But then for the spawn, last season we had like a spawn platform, which was kind of like looking like a compass. So, like, since people really like that, I think I want to do something similar here, and I laid out how big it would be. Last season, I think it had like a 60 block radius. No, that's maybe a bit ridiculous. But the radius was quite big, definitely bigger than this, I think. I'm not sure, actually. So, I think this would have a 29 or a 31 block radius this here. So, yeah. There would be a spawn platform, and looking similar to last season, I would just maybe like change the color palette a little bit, so it's like distinct from last season. But if anyone wants to do something with this, please go ahead, you know. So then there will be like a cobble, gravel, stone pathway going over to the mountains, and I would also want being here, going over to the more plains region of the server and like whether masters build and stuff like that. Over here, like here, there would be a bridge over this valley bit, kinda. And it wouldn't even necessarily be land down here, because I talked to Zalpha and some other people, and they like the idea of here being like a canal or like a proper terraformed river almost. So that might be the case. So this over here in spawn would more be a peninsula sticking out into this lake, ocean, river kind of thing. Of course, you know, connected with ridge and things like that. And I think letting like a river and a bridge here could really give this spawn peninsula a little bit of flair, you know. Of course, with some pathways, we could also add like some lanterns and some benches and some trash cans and some bushes to really spruce up this region a little bit, because to just have this as a spawn, that's a bit sad. But I mean, it's doable. So then we get into the problem of what are we gonna do with the sides that are gonna go south and north, since I mean, it's pretty obvious. There is a ocean, and there's a village. So over here, this might have to be terraformed a little bit, like maybe get rid of the water, place some grass, maybe like make a couple of trees. I could like surround the village a little bit, or like something. And then there would have to be made a proper way for there to be like a staircase going down, leading into the village, connecting the village with the community built, and the pathways within the village would serve as the pathways for the community and spawn, since that's really the only way I can see this working, really. The village might be like spruced up a little bit, you know, add little bits and blobs to make it look a bit better, since it is taking up quite a bit of space. I mean, there's still space enough left for people, and it isn't the best looking build, but that's fine, you know. Like, there are a bunch of things that could look better everywhere, like that flower over there. So there would be a staircase going down there, and there would also be a staircase going down here that would go to the ocean. Now, since this here is pretty much just like another thing that's very close to spawn, I'd like it to be good looking. Other people would also like it to be good looking, I'm sure. And the way to do that, I think, which would be to build maybe like a few docks here, maybe like one there and one here, sort of. And the staircase could connect up with those docks. Now, the docks would kinda... I think I would try to make those out of stone. And like the same blocks I use for the community builds, and maybe that could like wrap around a little bit, sort of like connecting these docks with the build itself. But that's still for debate, really. Now, the docks could also be useful for people that would want to make a boat, right? I mean, Mary's building a boat, of course, but you know, if other people would want to build like a little bit of well, like a smaller boat like this over here, or like, hey, even like a more modern one, or like a canoe or something, I don't know, do whatever you do, boo. Yeah, they could build it in there, they could connect it up to the dock, build like a wooden plank connecting the two, and boom, you'd have like a little bit of a base, like right near spawn, which could be nice for some people. Now, we would still need a pathway going up south, so I think connecting to the dock, or like within the dock itself, could be like an underwater tunnel, because I really don't think a bridge here could work. It would have to be like really long, connecting to the land that's very far, like over there. I can't even load it in. Connecting with land that's like all the way over there. I mean, it's certainly doable, but to build a good looking bridge near spawn, this close to like Mary's boat and the community build, I just think another water tunnel would look way better. You know, like all the underground stuff also does look really quite beautiful with a new update, so hey, conduit power. And I don't even lose air from my lungs. That's nice. So that's pretty much like all of the ideas I had for this Spawn Peninsular area. I'm kind of glad I put this into a video, so if anyone can watch this. And yeah, I mean, if you want to do anything, I mean, feel free to start working on it, or to contact me, or to do whatever. And You know what? I actually think that's gonna be it for this episode. I didn't really do too much. I just talked about a bunch of plans that I could do in the future. Around around spawn, I guess. And not even that I could do, that we could do as a community. So if you're up to do that. Oh, P.S. Look at that nice roof that Zalva built. It's nice. It's not completely finished, but this is nice. It's nice and red and pointy. I like things that are red and pointy. Like that flame is red and pointy. That sword is just pointy. These roofs are kinda pointy, not red, that wouldn't really fit. But what else is red and pointy? The roof. Nature's roof. Nature's roof is red and pointy. I like that. Yeah. That's gonna be it for this episode. You will see me in the next one.